All right, so let's go ahead and jump into today's discussion. I'm really excited to introduce you to our two amazing experts today. First, I'm excited to introduce Sophie Abdulrazaaq. Sophie is a serial entrepreneur and privacy expert who brings a decade of experience translating business goals into developed products. She has held prior leadership positions at some of the largest Fortune 500 and billion-dollar nonprofit organizations and operates her own consulting practice. In addition to co-founding Goodfynd, Sophie also founded a consultancy practice, SBA Strategies, where she teaches product management and serves as a corporate advisor. She is always energized by working with small businesses and entrepreneurs to share her expertise, helping them build sustainable, prospering companies. She is committed to heightening the voices of underrepresented and underserved individuals. So great to have you here, Sophie.
Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm excited to chat.
Wonderful. Okay, and next we have Viridiana Ponce. Viri is a Latina business consultant and food expert dedicated to helping small businesses launch and grow. She founded VP Consulting in 2014 to support immigrants and entrepreneurs and Spanish speakers like her family. Committed to her community, her mission is to educate, enrich and empower entrepreneurs on their business journey. I couldn't think of two more perfect people today. So let's jump into it. What is one piece of advice you would give to someone who is starting a food truck business today? And Beauty, I'd love to start with you.
Yeah, so I would say leverage community resources and build your community, like build your network. That is so important, that you are building a strong community of either like-minded individuals. So whether that is food industry, related, experts, owners, that could be food truck owners. I would say joining local business associations or food truck associations is going to be so helpful, because you're able to learn so much about others' experiences and then talk about the challenges, talk about where did we get our truck, this is where we got our truck wrapped, or this is a technology that, that we found to be really helpful. And so I have found that my clients, the ones that are more successful, and I think slightly happier as well, are the ones that have that strong network of like-minded individuals. And I see also that then they start collaborating, which is such a beautiful thing when you start seeing different groups that are collaborating. Even this, it could be food trucks, and they're let's put on an event together. Let's put on this festival together, or you should definitely apply to this event. And that also helps out with bringing new clients, getting in front of new audiences. And then it just helps you navigate, I think, the challenges of this crazy industry, and also reaching out to see what community resources are available are so important. Acción obviously is an amazing organization that has tons of resources. I recommend all my clients that they check that the page that Emma dropped a while ago, that was the resource page, because they're constantly updating that information with expert information, and you're finding out about new programs that Acción has. But I would also say check out locally what your economic development in your city, what they're doing as well, because there's resources for people in your city that are only for people in your city, whether that's in the form of a grant, 0% loans my clients have gotten through that. There's accelerator programs. So make sure that you build a strong network, and then that you also search for community resources.
Love that. Yes, getting plugged in your city or your community is so key. And Sophie, same question for you. What is one piece of advice you would give to someone starting a food truck business today?
Yeah, I'm going to give the dreamer advice, because we already got the really great practical advice that I think is so important. But I think one of my favorite slogans is just do it. Nike, I don't know who came up with it, but I just think it's the smartest thing. It's so classic, it's timeless. And I think it just speaks to the thought of not overthinking something, right? so many times small businesses never get off the ground because people think of all the reasons of like not doing it. It's like, oh my God, I got to get the regulation, my compliance and the regulation piece done. I got to get the truck. What if I've never, done this before, or, X, Y, and Z, right? There are so many reasons, and there will always be millions of reasons not to do something, but the reward goes to those that do, right? If you are very passionate, if this idea, you think about it all the time, it keeps you up at night to the point where you are literally unsatisfied, right, with what you're doing day to day, because you know that your passion is starting your own business, then I say just do it, because you can figure out everything else, right? Action is going to be able to provide you with like resources and funding if you qualify, right? Like you're going to be, compliance is just answering a bunch of questions, no matter how boring they are. It's just answering a bunch of questions. But guess what? When you answer them 9 times out of 10, you're going to get that permit, right? And if you don't get it, you know what you've done wrong. You have another peel at the onion. Buying a truck new versus used, it's only a decision, right? You can figure it out, but you gotta decide to just do it, because you deserve ownership, right? You deserve your dream. You deserve to do your passion. And there will be so many people standing in your way telling you why you should doubt your passion. And I'm just simply not going to be one of those people. So let's get it done. The resources are there for you. You can figure out anything, because smart people can always figure it out. And I think that's just going to get you on the road faster. And I think, ownership and economic mobility and equity is hand in hand. And I just really believe that SMBs, they run the world, right? Both statistically and, statistically, and also just like you should know that, because your dreams are valid and your dreams are what make this country great. So get out there.
I love it. I'm ready to get behind the wheel of something. Okay.
Right.
Somewhere. I'm ready. Okay. We've got so many we really tried to jam pack this in for y'all. I really want to thank Sophie and Viri for coming here and sharing all of their expertise and answering all those wonderful questions. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you in the next one. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
So wonderful talking to you all.